Hey y'all, my name is Taylor. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. So today I am doing the 54321 book tag. I am finally doing this tag, y'all. I'm so excited to finally get this one done because book lover Amanda tagged me, I wrote it down, in September 2022. So a year and 7 months ago. So if you have a booktube channel and you've been tagged by several things and you aren't able to get that tag video out until like a couple months later, I got y'all beat, so don't feel bad. So yeah, I was tagged back then and I had some personal stuff going on. I wasn't able to get to it, and it just kept getting pushed and pushed and pushed. Some other tags had come up that were more seasonal, more timely, but I'm finally getting to it, so I'm so excited because this one's really fun, really easy, really short. So jumping right into the questions, the first one is 5 recent 5-star reads. So I'm a pretty stickler on giving 5 stars, or stingy, I should say. I don't give 5 stars as often as other people do. I've been more lenient lately. I've been trying not to be that hard of rating people's books. But anyways, I just feel like a 5-star, it like had a personal, meaningful impact on me. I really enjoyed it. I can't forget about it. So those are just like upper top tier level books for me. But anyways, I did my 5 recent ones chronologically from now backwards. So that would be, I read The Hound of the Baskervilles, which is a Sherlock Holmes mystery by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Highly recommend you try Sherlock if you haven't yet. It was very atmospheric, had some twists in there. Loved it. The next one back I read was Recorder by Kathy McCrum. This is sci-fi. It's Christian sci-fi with heart is how it's described. There's lots of friendships in here. It's a love story. So if you love love stories and want to try science fiction, highly recommend that one. It's part of a trilogy. And then I've also rated 5 stars, Ariadne and the Legend of the Fire Rose by Christy A. Cole. This is a secular YA fantasy story. To me, it kind of reminded me of Ella Enchanted, but it's a lot longer, just because it has a boarding school vibe type feel to it. But this particular boarding school, the girls are learning how to defend themselves, hunt creatures, also learning ladylike things. So there are some evil forces entering into the world, and Ariadne is kind of fighting those things. So it was very fun. Then I read 5-star level is Hope Between the Pages by Pepper Basham. This is a dual timeline, a contemporary timeline, and a timeline set in the early 1900s. So kind of think like Downton Abbey type time period, particularly because the historical timeline is set in the Biltmore area. The historical main character, works for Biltmore as a book maiden. So fun. And so she's basically like the librarian for the estate. And so she finds books for guests and she meets a certain guest. And then the contemporary timeline is this young woman, she has inherited a bookstore and her bookstore is in peril. So she's trying to find the deed for it. And she's learning family history along the way. So love that one. All my books are falling. So the last one for this 5-star category list is The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe by C.S. Lewis. If you've seen the movie and all familiar with it, I think it's pretty much well known, but Christian fantasy, middle grade-esque. Anyways, the second prompt is 4 auto-buy authors. And for those, I immediately thought of Gabriel Meyer, where are those books? It's in my pile that I did not prepare because I'm not a professional. Okay, so the Timeless series by her. I mean, the 3rd and 4th books in that series come out this year, and I've already pre-ordered them. I don't think I even really knew much about them when I did. So, yeah, I am 100% on board with the Timeless series. And if I run across anything else by her, I'm probably going to pick it up because she's a phenomenal writer. It's amazing to me how she can write so well, uh, such good stories in a short amount of time. It's crazy. The next one I'll say is Jocelyn Green. She wrote the Mark. My book fell. She wrote The Mark of the King by. She wrote The Mark of the King, y'all. She obviously knew who it's by because I'm talking about her. But anyways, this one is one of my top favorites of last year, historical Christian fiction, and it was a very emotional book, and I've read a couple other things by her too that were really good. She is a very talented writer as well. Kimberly Woodhouse, I've read a few by her. She has excellent faith in her books. I just know I can count on her for that. And then the last one I'll say, I've only read one book by her, but it was so phenomenal, so emotional, so faith-filled, and everybody raves about her. I mean, I am excited to pick up other books by her. Just haven't gotten around to it yet, but I'm like 99.9% sure I will love her other books. So that will be Tessa Afshar. So I've read, oh gosh, what did I read? Pearl in the Sand by her. So hope to get to more of hers. Number 3 favorite genres. So I will say historical romance, Christian historical romance, clean fairy tale retellings, and clean and or Christian fantasy. Yeah, that's me in a nutshell of my reading tastes. 2 favorite places to read. So I typically read all over the place depending on my schedule, but as far as favorite places to read, I try and always read before bedtime, so the bed, winding down for the day, about to go to sleep, super cozy and comfy. And then I also really love to read outside, and if you have watched my videos in the past, you've seen I have a swing that I've done videos on, and that's on my front porch, and I just love the sunshine and the breeze and the birds and all the things of being outside. Not so much right now just because all the pollen and my seasonal allergies are killing me, but hopefully whenever it gets a bit warmer and the pollen dies down a bit, I'll be able to sit outside and read. I can't really read too long on the swing because it makes me motion sick, but I do have some other furniture. It's just not quite as comfy, but that's what I have. And the last one is one book you promised to read really soon. And this one I promised to read soon, Fairest of Heart by Karen Whitmire. She is not an author I've read before, and a lot of people have read this. I feel like I'm the last person to read this, but this is a Christian fairy tale retelling. This particular one is the start of a series. It's Snow White. There's one after that's a Cinderella one, so I really want to read both of them, but I just haven't yet, and I have plans to read it, though, in June. So as far as tagging people, this tag, like I said, was going around back in 2022. So I will say if you did this in the past but want to redo it, your answers will probably be different, especially to the first question. So consider yourself tagged if you want to redo it. I need a video idea. But as far as people who probably haven't done it, I try to find some newer booktube channels. So if you've done it and I missed it somehow, just overlook this. But I'm going to tag Alma, Old American Spirit. Girl, I don't know if you do tags. I didn't see on your channel if you did, but if you don't, that's fine. Rachel Reads, Tabitha, and Samantha. So I'll have their channels linked below if you want to go check them out as well. And feel free to answer the questions in the comments as well. You'll know I love talking with you. And thank y'all so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.